What up, guys? Welcome to another video. Today I want to talk about the mini truck for a sec. I just got a new license plate for it because it is my side chick. I don't drive. It's my, the Subi's my main. I just got the paparazzi plate on it, so it finally looks like mine again, if you remember it from my Speed 3. And then I got side chick just in the mail for the truck. Another mini truck thing real quick is I got 4 Monroe gas charge shock absorbers from eBay, for all around, the rear and the front. $86. They're probably junk, but we're gonna find out because the stock from 1993 is still on here and it really sucks. So I'm hoping it stiffens up the ride a little bit, makes it feel a little bit safer, because I feel like the front end's gonna fall off. And then I'm gonna install those soon. I'll be doing a video. And then why you came here is because I want to talk about how I avoid speeding tickets personally. Speeding is breaking the law, but you know, let's be real about it. Number one, I have a radar detector. Are those useful all the time? It's really only useful when there's cops like sitting, like shooting people with lasers. And if you're the only car on the road and you're coming up to a cop and he's checking speed with his radar gun, you're screwed. He's just gonna hit you with his laser. It's over. But if you're in a congested area and there's cars in front of you and he's checking cars in front of you, you're gonna pick up those radio waves from the laser and everything like that, whatever the technical scientific terms are. That radio frequency, whatever, is gonna fly past the car. It's like radio waves going like this. That's gonna fly past the car he's checking, hit the car you're in, and you have that radar detector, and it's gonna go off. So when there's cars in front of you and there's checking speed in front of you, you can pick that up and slow down, and then when it gets to your turn of him checking your speed, you're already going the speed limit. Sometimes cops, I notice, drive around with their radars on, their radar guns like on with the trigger on, especially motorcycle cops, because they need 2 hands while driving. They just kind of point it in front of them or however they want to do it. So I'd say, it definitely does, help you avoid tickets. Would I go out and spend, how much money should you spend on it? I'd say buy one that's $150, like $150 Cobra. I'll link below. Cheapest route. I've used one of those since I was in high school. Great. They're great. They'll help you in certain situations, and when you do get pulled over, just take it out of your window, put it in your glove box. You don't need to worry about the questions. In Arizona, they're legal, but if you get pulled over with one, they're gonna write you a ticket because they know you're speeding everywhere. So just try and hide it. But other than that, if you have them in California, whatever, I don't even think you can ship them there. It's hard to get, so maybe you need to order it to your friend's house in Arizona, and then they ship it to you personally through UPS. Do what you got to do, but they help you big time. So I'd either spend $150 or like $600 on like a really nice passport one or something. I'll link 2 options down below. What do you say, cord or batteries? Some of my buddies have the battery ones. Those are cool, but if your batteries die and you don't have new ones and you're in the middle of a trip, whatever, maybe you have 3 hours left of the road trip and your batteries die, well, that sucks. I just hardwire all of mine in. You can order a hardwire kit on Amazon, and it's just easy. You wire it to the fuse box. I have a couple of videos on it if you look through my channel. But then I think even more effective way is using the app called Waze, W-A-Z-E. It's a community-based map where you can you can mark basically like pins as you're driving. You can do cops, crashes, traffic jams, and it alternates like different routes, so you can go around traffic. You can choose different routes. You can pull up everything. I'll put some screenshots on the screen when I'm talking about the different things you can mark. So when you're driving down the road, someone 2 miles ahead of you marks a cop that just pulled over and is like checking for people or whatever, so you can be aware. So between the radar detector and driving to work, if you live in a congested city, there's always going to be people using the app and like marking cops and stuff like that, so it's super effective. So between your radar detector and your Waze, it slims down your chances of getting a ticket by like at least 50%, I'd say. So if you're on top of your game, like watching for cops, and then you have the Waze, radar detector, I think that's the most you can do. If you guys have any other ways of doing that, let me know. I know there's a bunch of crazy things that they sell, that like polish you can put on your front bumper that like deflects radar signals, like radio waves, whatever you want to call it. That's super illegal. I know cops can kind of pick that up sometimes. Like you have radar jammers you can put under the grill. The cops can pick those up, if they're like checking like 60 miles an hour, and then yours it's like 0. Like they're gonna know something's up, and if you got a ticket for that, I'm sure it's really bad. But I just kind of wanted to share some ways that I avoid getting a speeding ticket. I think the Subaru WRX and Impreza, STI, whatever, all of the models are the most ticketed car in America. Let me Google it real quick. According to the USA.com, the Subaru WRX gets the most speeding tickets with a percentage of 33.6% of speeding tickets in the USA are Subaru WRX. That's crazy. Pontiac GTO number 2, Scion FRS number 3. The Subaru WRX is the most ticketed car in the US by percentage of owners pulled over. According to a study Insurance.com released today, more than one out of every 3 WRX drivers reports receiving a traffic citation recently. That's crazy. Pontiac GTO is number 2. When was this article written? 3 years ago. 3 years ago, okay, there was more GTOs, but nowadays I'm sure GTO is kind of obsolete. But anyways, just a quick video. Download the app, I'll link below. Radar detectors, I'll link below. If you guys want to avoid speeding tickets, we're all car people here. We like to go fast, but do it safe. Don't try and risk anybody else's life. It's not worth it. Just be aware and don't be selfish on the road. But other than that, have fun speeding. Later.